Okay, so this is gonna be kind of a test. Okay. Did they add anything else? Shadow, Fearmonger, Enforcer. Aren't they implementing? Cool. Weren't they adding something to 2v8? Ghostface and Oni. Okay. Fog crystals can be found in chests throughout the realm, capable of creating thick clouds of fog. These crystals reduce visibility and escape when you have killer or two in your trial. I thought they were gonna add like they said that they were gonna add something to 2v8, like basically like you can play a match, like basically you can play games as killer during 2v8 or something like that. Like we were gonna be able to play like a regular game inside 2v8. Like you can queue up for 2v8 and then play a normal game and pretty much it just saves your spot in queue. So you can play like a normal game or two, and then when you're first in line to queue after your game finishes, you just get sent in. Which I honestly think is probably the best thing to do. Talking shit about my bit right now, right now, dude. What the fuck? Whoa, why is my bit rate all of a sudden like tanked? Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? I've been doing well. I've been doing all right. I've been setting up some new stuff. As you can see, the chat looks a little different. I like it. Well, as you can see, there's a little Twitch symbol by your name. So there's also as you can see. Multi-streaming. Look at that. It's fancy. And chat is in all one place. Yeah, so I've spent like 20 minutes or so setting this shit up. So I just thought I'd mess around with it. Also, there's some cool ass commands which you can do with this. Like you can add like voice commands in with this. Like you can just tell it to do stuff, and if you set it up, it'll do it. There's a lot of stuff you can do with this. You worked hard? I mean, I didn't work hard. The person who made this worked really hard. I just spent some time setting it up for myself. Like, for example, I do have a text command, and it's for somebody. Well, I'm not going to press anything. Milk French toast. That's great. Oh, 100%. I'm going to have some fun with that one when she shows up. Well, that's like a very simple one. You can do a bunch of things like changing scenes and doing other stuff, playing like a video clip, playing a sound effect you can tie into like voice stuff, or you can do hotkeys and stuff. Basically, like this program completely negates the use of needing a stream deck. Like the whole point of like getting a stream deck is so that you could like just have hotkeys to do stuff that changes between scenes and whatnot. And it's like, well, why do that when you can actually just straight up hotkey it, or do something on your keyboard, or have it as a voice command. Yeah, so I've only like set up like the very bare minimum basically, but I can mess with it a lot more and do some cool stuff with it. Well, I was actually kind of hoping that they introduced that like play while you wait thing during this one, but I don't think they did. So because I don't see anything about it. excited to see TV8 via Killer Side. I mean, I don't think they changed too much from last time. 2v8 is notoriously survivor sided, which is completely fucking fine with me. Like, otherwise the queue times would be even worse. The queue times for killer are always going to be bad for 2v8, no matter what. But they said that they were going to do something, which is the kill while you play. So basically what would happen is when you didn't know that, yeah. So basically what would happen is you would queue into 2v8 and then you would queue and play a normal game. And what happens is your spot is saved kind of in the queue. So your spot will go up into the queue while you play a game, and then when that game ends, it'll pretty much be like, okay, you know, if you're at the top of the priority list in the queue, it'll just shove you into a game because like you're top priority. Or maybe you have to play 2 games. It depends on the queue times, but pretty much you can just play games, and once it hits where you're the top person in the queue and you end your game, you get shoved into the first lobby. Like you get expedited. That's so amazing. Exactly. And that's why I'm like, okay, that's like they tried, you know, adding bots, they tried like doing all of this stuff, incentives for survivors to play, and none of that worked. And I'm like, that's probably the like best alternative. Like, well, the queue times aren't going to get better, but you can play a normal match while you play the game, which is like probably the best thing that they can do. Unfortunately, though, I do not think that they've implemented that yet. So, unfortunate. So I get to suffer in this loading screen for God knows how long it's gonna be. Yeah, I think before they were probably about 20 minutes long for queues. Holy, yep. It's not good. Or just super bad for killer, but not 20 minutes. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Hey, how's it going, Milk? I know you're very excited to see me. I know, I am. I even have something special for you that I might show you before you leave. Make it soon. Playing 2v8 right now. Alright, you ready for this? I am not touching anything. My hands are behind my back. Alright? You ready? Milk French toast. You also notice that the chat is a little different because you're lucky I'm looping. Yeah. Well, I wanted to mess around with multi-streaming and I wanted to put my chats all in one spot, so that's why the chat looks really different, is because it also has YouTube chat as well. Um However, it's also come with the ability of doing a lot of extra stuff. So like one of those voice commands things. I haven't done much with it, but there's a lot of stuff you can do with it. They're can play on DVD at the moment. Yeah. I'm attempting to play DVD at the moment. Attempting is the very the key word there. Yeah, Killer Times brutal in 2v. Yeah, that's what I was hoping that they would have implemented the play while you wait, like during, like at the beginning of this 2v8, but nope. Have you been in queue since stream start? Um, Basically. I think the first 3 minutes I was kind of messing around though. I don't think I was. So I've probably been in here for a good at least 15 minutes, and that's being generous. And this is why hold up. Find a really long one. Ah, my ears. Hold up. You ready for this? Where is it? Mm, boom. Sand. We have the technology. The ancient text. Like as you leveling up your stream. This isn't even the start. Last 2v8, I would have kinetic sand in one corner. I'd have subway surfers, temple run, and then like the weird like car racing like ones just all over, just everywhere. Ask him and the other dude, fucking everything. It would quite legitimately just be just brain rot on screen. throughout the entire queue, because yeah, I would have to sit here for 20 plus minutes for a lobby. There was one time where I read bedtime stories and shit. You have a good ASMR voice. I appreciate it. 25 minutes for a 2v8 match. Yeah, it's not too bad. I remember times where my regular killer matches were like 20 minutes long. That was not a fun. Ooh, lobby. Let's fucking go. Did he fucking take my... Bruh. Alright. So then I just paused the brain rot. I do like how this stream looks. I do need to like refine it like a bit more. Because right now things are just kind of fucking scattered. Also, hell yeah. Oh, hello there, buddy. I forget I got a whole fucking 10 hatches, dude. Bruh. Dude, I can't aim. Don't worry, I got him for you. Don't scare him off, dude. Oh, I have no more hatches, god damn it. I'm trying to go for orbitals and shit. I know, orbital time. I'm trying. But that shit happens. Damn. What are you doing? Fuck. I'm trying to like help him out, but like Jesus. I swear, people are a lot more fucking aware in this game mode. Okay, yeah, sure. I don't think I've hit like a single shot so far, dude. I need to just get downs at this point. I need to stop doing fucking fancy shit. That works. Also, a lot of my orbitals are really just like guesses. I think that's one of the problems too. Just get it to the ability? Dude, I practically watched this person fucking curve people. Hey. That didn't hit? Rip. I think one of the big things is like limitations on my aura reading. God damn. See, that's the thing is it's so weird because I feel like in like regular 4v1 matches, like people are just not as good. Then you, holy shit. I try to flick it. Right, that wasn't a hit, by the way. That's definitely a different animation. That should have hit, I know. Hmm. Damn. Oh well. Alright. 35 minutes. Fun and chaotic. Yeah, a lot of the issues though, especially with Huntress, are like super exaggerated. Like for example, that hit right there. Like in no fucking universe that misses. They're like 5 feet away from me, running directly at me, and I throw a hatchet directly center mass, and it misses. And it's like, right, that fucking misses. Which it happens in like the normal game mode, but it happens a whole lot more in 2v8. Usually the hitbox is big. Well, the reason why survivor hitboxes are big is because it's not just the survivor hitbox that's a bit bigger. It's like it seems super massive because the survivor hitbox is just a little bit bigger than the survivor is. The hatchet hitbox is just a little bit bigger than the hatchet is. And then you add latency, like DBD amazing latency to that, and then you get fucking weird ass shit sometimes. Like there's been times where it's the exact opposite, where like I've I was doing some testing or something with Chi, and basically she threw a hatchet and it hit a tree. Like on my screen, it hit a fucking tree in almost Narnia, but then I went down from it. And it's like, okay. And then we get to do this for another, 25 minutes or so. I don't know. It just seems like there's a lot of factors to 2v8 that make it really fucking hard, like a lot harder to like do cross maps and orbitals and do shit like that. Because it's like not only what I said previously, it's also you have bigger maps. So you're usually throwing further distances than you're really used to. I don't have my normal ore reading that I usually do. You have a whole nother person that you have to deal with that's chasing people around. So like for example, I was trying to set up an orbital on somebody, but then he beelined it straight to him with his freaking saw and scared him off. And on top of the fact, I just don't know why. It just seems people are better in 2v8. Like, unironically, which is really odd. With a good team mix. I mean, yes, but I think also one of the big reasons is like a majority of the people who are of the more casual probably want to play killer more because, you know, it's the more fun like aspect of it. So then maybe you're just left with the better survivors on average on survivor side. Some good games doing normals today and solo queue survivor. Yeah. I mean, if you are trying to play 2v8 as killer, expect to lose every single game. Like, do not go into the game mode expecting to win. Like, it is so stacked against you, it's not even funny. Which I don't really mind too much. I would rather have a super unbalanced game mode than have really bad queue times because nobody wants to play it. But the problem is even with the scales so heavily shifted in one direction, the aspect of playing a killer with your friend is just way better. That people will hover to that anyways, and they don't even care. Wonder if it's the time of night or something. From at least last time for me playing 2v8, it's always bad. I think the best, like, the quickest I've ever gotten into a 2v8 lobby as killer, I think is like 15 minutes or something. I think that was like the fastest I've ever gotten into one. Besides, were atrociously bad back in the day before dedicated servers. I think I didn't play back then, but I remember times where like certain changes happened to the game, and like for example, when like Circle of Healing came out, killer queue times were like instant, but like survivor queues took forever because nobody wanted to fucking play killer when Circle of Healing first came out. I'm glad they nerfed Circle of Healing. 100%. Being able to self heal yourself at normal speed is stupid. I don't know. I don't know how that got passed. Like, who thought that was a good idea? Yeah, this perk gives your entire team self care, but instead it makes it heal at like normal 16-second speed. Oh, are there any downsides to it? Yeah, you have to stay in this area. Well, how big that is that area? Like a third of the map. Oh. So when the killer stomps it out, like, is it just gone? No, they can just reactivate it. Well, does it at least break the totem? No, they can relight the same totem. Oh. When survivors do anything without a full heal? I mean, you didn't need to. Why ever be injured when it takes such little effort to just go get full healed? You don't even need a teammate. Yeah, well, with old Circle of Healing, they didn't even need to wait. They just ran to the boom themselves and came back freaking, like 20 seconds later, ready to ready to work on the gem. I've been seeing them a lot more, right? I mean, yeah, I have been seeing them a bit more, but it's not as much of a problem. Like, yeah, Circle Healing is still good, but the broken part of it when it came out was that you could self heal normally. Um, so now it's just more of an annoyance than anything. I hate Shadow Step a lot more, and that's just because it just completely just counters my build. Like, it just deactivates literally all four of my perks in one of my add-ons. It's just like, nope, you don't get any of that. And I'm like, oh, okay. Exponential can be annoying. It really just depends on how it's being used. So good and such a huge time waster for killing a knockout sometimes. Yeah. I think that's one of the biggest thing with boons too is um it kind of traps killer in a position where it's like if you have a boon in a not very accessible area, you have to like judge if it's even worth going and getting and like stomping out. Because say I take the 10-15 seconds to walk over to the boon or whatever and stomp it out. Well, that's 10-15 of my seconds times by 4. You know, survivors are now able to run around freely and do whatever they want for basically an entire minute, you know, combined. And that's like so much time wasted that unless that boon is completely debilitating to absolutely everything, and you will lose if you do not take that boon out, like, it's not worth it to even go get. It's, you just gotta suffer through it. So I personally do not think boons are like, I want to say, oh, boons aren't good for the game, but I don't think boons inherently are balanced at all. Like, just the idea of it. See a lot more totem builds on killers now. I mean, I've ran some shaman builds and they're kind of fun. To be fair, that was back when Pentimenta was nerfed. You think they should be a one and done thing for boons? I don't know. I don't think they should be a one and done. Maybe you get like a base hit Shattered Hope, like after you stomp it out the second time or something like that. So then the same boon can't be reset, you know, repeatedly over and over and over in the same spot. I just think like something. Or yeah, like you said, maybe a set amount of uses. Like maybe you can only place a boon. You can only boon some. Like you can only boon 3 times before the perk deactivates or something like that. Or like maybe you start out the game with 1 token, and then like whenever you finish 2 generators, you get another token or something like that. Like with good expo placement. I mean, see, here's the thing too: is I've like I every once in a while I would run like a Sabo build. Like I would run with Chi and stuff and some of her friends and just run a Sabo build. So like all of us would have breakdown, you know, saboteur toolboxes. We would have some unbreakables, boon exponential, you know, and pretty much just the entire goal would just to be get down somewhere, you know, get hooked, get unhooked. Breakdown, by the way, 3 minutes for a hook to be gone after you get unhooked is fucking criminal. That's fucking stupid. By far one of the most underrated perks when you like actually use it. Because at first they weren't using breakdown and I convinced them to use breakdown and they fucking loved it so much. Because I think there was one game where we were against an alien on the game and we had a boon upstairs and there was just one hook in a corner. He hooked one of us. Yeah, breakdown is 3 fucking minutes. And literally, we were just sitting there getting up. Over and over and over. Until the hook came back up, he would hook one of us. That he might hook one of us, because all of us had Sabo and we were, you know, waiting, like, ready to get back up most of the time. Get up, Sabo the hook, or unhook the dude, and break down for 3 more minutes. I don't remember it being that long. I think it's always been that long. But it is fun, however, and granted, it is very annoying. However, we never won a game like that because none of us are doing fucking gens. Not a single damn one of us is doing gens. So eventually, yes, we all die. But it's pretty fucking stupid how long we can keep that up. And that's why I don't mind stuff like that and like bully squads that do stuff like that, because eventually you just lose doing that. You do it for fun. Your objective isn't to win anymore. You don't win doing that. But the issue with circle healing and stuff like that is it was such a powerful tool that to win, like just exponential by itself isn't that ridiculous unless it's in a good spot and you happen to go against a slugging killer. But then once they realize exponential's up and they're not going to deal with it, then they'll just start hooking, and then it's kind of countered. So I don't think exponential is that big of a problem, because yeah, you can use it for some ridiculous stuff, but like if you're doing that ridiculous stuff, you're losing anyways, you know. Finally another game. I know. We're at the hour mark and I'm in my second game. No Mother here plus evocation. Yeah. I mean, I don't play Survivor a whole lot, so I just kind of run pretty standard builds. God, what I would give for a fucking... What I would give for a lethal pursuer. For an orbital build, dude. I am hoping. Wait, isn't RPD in the map pool? Oh god. There's art. Gotta love waiting like 20, 25 minutes or so for fucking RPD. Oh, it's Nemi. We got your map. Look at that. Hello. I haven't encountered it yet. I mean, it's the full TV8. Hey. Where did the other person go down at? Why do I feel so fast? I mean, that's the thing, is like, this kind of forces me just to be close range Huntress, which is not that hard to do. I mean, I get a lot more downs that way, but... Right. Hey, and when... Yeah. Hello, zombies. Wait, does he have more zombies? Or does he still only have 2? Looks like he only has 2. Hey, there we go. The double. Kind of forces... Yeah, I mean, it forces me to play in a lot more safer way. In a lot easier way. It's more guaranteed to get downs. Ooh, even I can see his killer instinct? Hello. The sound of flesh. Hold up. My boy sees something. Nope. Okay. Nice. We have killed two people so far. Oh shit. Don't worry, I got you. Numbers are dwindling, not fast enough. Zombies bugged over here. I have no hatchets. Hey, you got one. Wonder, can I kill these? Oh my god, I can I can fucking snipe his zombies. That's fucking funny. I'm glad that I can, so then I don't get fucking body blocked in somewhere. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna queue at exactly a minute 8. And then let's see how long it takes. Minute 8. And now I wait. Oh. I'm actually gonna look it up real quick. Is there a... When are they gonna implement the... I'm pretty sure I remember them saying something about it. I don't have anything on here. There's nothing on the behavior website. Maybe I was just hearing a bunch of hearsay. I could have sworn they mentioned it, though. Like, maybe that was something that they were trying to do. Also, I'm kind of hoping that what I did worked, because YouTube is a lot more strict in their copyrighted system. So, like, for example, with Twitch, I can have music playing. As long as it's not in the VOD, I won't get flagged. So that's how I have it set up. But YouTube doesn't have that. They'll fucking flag you if it's live. So I think I set it up so YouTube uses my VOD setting for audio, so it shouldn't be playing over there. I don't think it is, because I feel like I would have gotten a strike by now. Does that make sense that YouTube is stricter? Yeah, well, YouTube also has a much better, like, copyright thing. Like, for, like, they, like, Twitch doesn't have something that scans live VODs for copyright stuff, but Twitch does, or YouTube does, I mean. I'll probably just do one more game when I load into it. Honestly, this was kind of a test for this new stuff. And honestly, I don't know what I'm going to be doing for like the next streams because I would love to play 2v8, but I also don't want to wait 20 plus minutes in queue every single match. And then if it was anything like last time, regular 1v4 mode was also fucking terrible. Like the queue times weren't as horrendous as 2v8 was, but like they weren't great. And on top of that, um over half of my games had map offerings, and half of those were Eerie of Crows. Always Sackward as a survivor. I honestly can't wait till they just nerf fucking map offerings. Because the only reason I can see map offerings existing is there are certain killers that are just horrendously map dependent. And like playstyles that are horrifically map dependent. Like for example, Scratch Mirror Myers, right? Like if you play Scratch Mirrored Myers, you need to bring a map offering because if you get fucking, some fucking open map, you're just you're just fucking done for. Like you will literally do nothing the whole game. That's like the only reason that I can see it. Um and it's like survivors are not map dependent at all. Like yeah, there are or stealth at all, really. Yeah, exactly. Or it's like me with indoor maps. Like there's plenty of killers that are just map dependent that they can do really good on one map, but complete fucking shits the bed in another map. And while I do not I don't like it being that bad, like it's playable and just fucks with playstyles. Well, exactly. I mean, especially if you're like Scratch Mirrored Myers, where it's like you've made your entire build is based upon playing one of those indoor maps. Like if somebody sack wars your map offering for Larry's or whatever it is that you brought, you almost might as well just alt F4 because like there's no like there's really nothing for you anymore. That's the only reason why I can see map offerings existing. So that's why it's like I used to be in the mindset of like, nah, just take map offerings away from survivors. Like there is no fucking reason why a survivor should be able to bring a map offering. But I think now I've just gone to the mindset of like, you know, just fucking take them all away. Any influence on map? I just like playing random maps and leaving it to chance. Yeah, I mean, I do as well. I like leaving it to random chance. Free SpongeBob episodes next to the sand. Mm, I might be able to do that. Because if I set the audio to the live, then it won't appear. I don't know if I can, though. YouTube might actually fuck my shit up for that. No, I don't hate you. Milk French toast. God, I love that shit. It works so well, too. One day, you should be grateful, Milk. The the only command that I have made for this thing was for you. You should be grateful. Love and appreciate you so much. Indeed, I do. Milk French toast. Oh, that one didn't work. I think if I try to interweave it with other words, it kind of gets jumbled up a little bit. Milk French toast. Yeah, it's working fine. You know what's great is I can also just change it on the fly to say other things. Like, hold up here. Let's just edit. Milk French toast. See? It's just that easy. I can even make a bot. So like if I went and made a I can make a second Twitch account and um hook it up to this and have it do the chatting too and have it be named whenever that whatever that I want. Also, it is very funny because in voice control, it has a log of what I say, because that's how it kind of that's how it does all the actions that it does is like it needs to put my voice into text. So it has a I have an entire log of everything that I've said just in this tab. It's kind of funny. Laughing at your bullying. Milk French toast. One day I'm gonna leave. You're gonna be so mad. I was gonna say, maybe I shouldn't have called her stinky. I didn't call you stinky. All I've said is milk French toast. Milk French toast. Also, good night. I appreciate having you. I hope you had fun. Okay, so I know what it's doing. So I have to pause because whenever I say like a sentence or something, it translates that sentence. So if it doesn't match perfectly to what I'm saying, like if I say a long string of words and say milk French toast, it doesn't work because I have to only say that. And it said it said that I said old French. It's not 100% accurate, definitely. So, like, for example, if anybody were to get a hold of these logs, they would probably think I'm some sort of freaking madman because almost none of it makes sense. I would like to imagine you'd be the first victim. Maybe. I'm not misusing AI, though. I'm not calling it mean things or anything. Milk French toast. Uh, uh, this is too fun. Me wanting to. Uh, oh shit, game. To watch my favorite streamer and look. I mean, what can I say? Right, should I switch it to something real quick? Some okay at best hatches. Wow. Milk French toast. Look at what I did for you. You went no, it's going back now. Milk French toast. Reporting this stream for terrorism. That's crazy. They're probably just gonna watch it back and then wonder what the fuck is going on. What's a ghosty? Okay, that was interesting. Oh. What the fuck? That works, I guess. At hell. Guess what? What is it? You need me to pay your sub again. Guess whose birthday it almost... You're gonna ask me to pay your sub again, aren't you? Can't even share fun facts about myself. Communism. Hey, look at that. Nice. Please give me darkness revealed. Bruh. Wow, I fucking suck. There you go. I'm 25, so that means I'm like 5 years into the grave then. I'm way more talkative now. It depends, really, on a lot of things, to be honest. Okay, yeah, sure, that wasn't a hit. I think it really depends on, like, who's in here as well. Like, if like nobody's like chatting and stuff like that, and I just have like a series of rough games, like I do not talk that much. It's hard to like spawn like it's hard to like spawn conversation out of nowhere, you know? Oh. Are you? Fair enough. Wow. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about Hatch in this game mode. Mr. Ghosty Boy. Alright, I think I will end it there because it's like 5:30 in the morning. And this was also just kind of meant to be a test. You mean you don't want to wait 30 more minutes for a game? Not really. Thank you, Gen Z Phantom, for the follow. Milk French toast. Hey. I don't think that'll ever get old for me. Hello, is it Ghostface? Yeah, hello, hello. GG's, man. You happened to catch me on my last game that I was playing. I feel the love from here. Alright. Yeah, have a good one. Alright, have a good night, y'all. Or morning, or whatever time it is for everybody. Yep, GG's. Good night.